Your best is perfect always. And sometimes when we know how we operate when we're in an extraordinarily thriving, expansive space, as in completing all of the tasks that we set out to, achieving the goals that we've been working toward for so long, and feeling like we're taking extraordinary care of ourselves, eating well and exercising, that when we're on the opposite side of that, there's this inherent way that the mind wants to compare that version of yourself to the version of itself that's currently at play. And when we are going through different shifts in our process of evolving and of transforming and of becoming versions of ourselves that we might have never known before, there's a tendency to want to create a hierarchy, an internal hierarchy of a version of yourself that the best that you can be doing today, like your absolute best, could be bare minimum. It could be remembering to drink water, remembering to feed yourself. Like sometimes, and feeding yourself, I'm just going to go a little bit into that. When we have really high standards of what we're consuming, which is absolutely valuable, we can create more shame and guilt when we're eating or when we're coping through the ways that we know aren't the healthiest. And also, a huge part of the journey is, what is the next best thing that I can be doing for myself in this moment? And that is always where the perfect lies. That is always what's going to get you a little bit closer to a version of yourself that feels a little bit better. It's not about having these really high standards of yourself for every single day. There can be days where the best that you can do is lay in bed and watch something funny and let yourself laugh. There can be days where just making yourself some food that is that's really comforting, but maybe might not be the healthiest thing, that can be your best because it's better than not eating. It's like every day has a different set of circumstances, and we can give ourselves permission to be okay with where we're at and to know that that is our perfect. That the perfect doesn't have to be outside of ourselves. It doesn't have to be based off of someone else's perception of what perfect is, or the version of yourself that you would love to be at, but just isn't right here and right now. That's okay. So I encourage you to take the time when you're in a place that feels like sticky or messy, to know that that is perfect too, that is your best, and your best is always going to be perfect. And what is the next best thing that you can do for yourself, and have no judgment about what that is.